Hey everybody, it's Anthony from ComicSeatingUp.net. I'm back with Terry Hawkness from HawknessComics.com. We're doing the new comic spec review video for November 22nd, 2017. This is the first week in a while that I've been really excited for. The past couple of Wednesdays have been fairly tame, and this week has some good spec books. So let's go ahead and turn it over to Terry to get started.
Every week we get a lot of people inquiring about, should they go out and buy all our picks? Are these all safe bets? Are they all going to make money? Well, the reality is no. Not every comic we pick will sell out and go up in value. Some may not. What we try to achieve is to point out the books that are special, books that have something unique about them, books that we know are going to be underordered by retailers, books that we know are going to go to a second printing, books that have something key about them. Now, some books take longer than others. Some books are overnight successes and double or triple in price the day of release. Some books take months, and some books, for whatever reason, maybe retailers just ordered more than we anticipated, and they just don't heat up at all. It does happen. So anyway, I'm going to point out some of my picks of the week. Again, do I think all of these will actually jump up in price? No, it's not likely. If I could get it right 100% of the time, I probably could retire, right? So anyway, here's some of the cool books out this week that I think have the best chance of selling out and then potentially going up in value. It's a very interesting week for DC. They give us this new Doomsday Clock miniseries. It's going to run for 12 issues, bunch of variant covers, lots of hype, $4.99 hefty cover price, but it ties into the Watchmen, and this series could have some big effect on the DC universe. For that alone, I think it's worth taking a chance on this book, but the print run's probably going to be quite high, so this is probably a longer term pick.
Imaginary Fiends #1 is a new book out from writer Tim Seeley through DC Comics. This is a really cool looking horror book. It just looks awesome as a reader. The cover art's fantastic. Hopefully the interior art is as good, because it just looks like a great book to pick up, especially if you're a horror fan.
And DC gives us Demon Hell is Earth #1. This is also a new 6-issue miniseries based on the popular character from the 1970s.
Fan favorite Frank Cho returns again to Harley Quinn with issue number 32. It's just another good looking cover. I love Frank's work, and as long as he keeps cranking out these Harley covers, which I think he has plans on doing for quite some time, I'm going to still pick him up.
Also out this week, Image has a new miniseries, Void Trip #1. It's out. Miniseries usually don't heat up for Image, so you got to watch this one. God Complex has had a lot of buzz, and #2 is out this week, and there is a new second printing of #1, so those are probably worth grabbing.
My big indie pick of this week is Long Lost #1 from Scout Comics. It's out this week. It's a really cool gothic horror series. I had a chance to read a preview copy a few months back and really liked it. This really has an indie feel to it. The art kind of reminds me of stuff out of like a Daniel Close book. So really, if you're an indie fan and an indie horror fan, you want to keep an eye out on this book.
Scout Comics also gives us Infernoct #2 with cover art by Eli Powell. Both of those are $3.99 cover price books.
My other big indie pick this week is Maxwell Demons #1 from Vault. Vault's been trying to capture the thunder of some of their previous releases. This one might have it. This one hit shelves this week. Any book that says it's for fans of Neil Gaiman's Sandman, this gets my attention. The storyline seems really interesting, and I can't wait to check it out.
Another big indie publisher I like a lot is Amigo Press. They have a new series out this week called Apocalypse Girl. This one looks pretty cool, and it's unusual. It's way different than what this publisher usually puts out. Amigo is known for having some of the smallest print run comics that Diamond distributors even carry, sometimes as low as 900 copies. So the majority of comic stores in North America will not order any copies of this book. So I think this one, again, has a pretty good chance, but not 100%.
Alterna releases Doppelganger #1. This is one of their $1.50 newsprint comics. I've really enjoyed many of these newsprint comics, and for $1.50, it's worth the pickup. President Pence one-shot is out this week from Antarctic Press. I've done really well selling President Trump-related books. Now, I'm not sure how well a Vice President-related book is, but I'm going to give this one a shot anyway as a quick flip.
Another indie publisher out this week is Red Giant Comics, gives us Villain #1. This one looking interesting. So again, the deal with all these indie books, usually they sell it really quickly because most stores don't order any. They heat up overnight on eBay, they're hot for a week, and then they cool off again. So you got to be very careful if you're trying to buy these books and flip them. Other than that, you can see how I rank everything else coming out new this week. Lots of other new #1s. and so other potentials.
Well, that's it for us this week. As always, thanks for watching. We definitely appreciate you guys checking out these videos. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. If you're watching on comicsheatingup.net, give us a comment. If you're watching on Facebook or anything else, please feel free to check out either mine or Terry's sites. We really appreciate the support. We'll see you next week, guys.